Don't try to solve problems that don't even exist. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do so that you know how to start a bookkeeping business, so that you can learn QuickBooks and bookkeeping as quickly and efficiently as possible, and so that you can get your first client as quickly as possible. I talk with a lot of people trying to start a bookkeeping business, and so many people are hyper focused on the wrong things and they don't know exactly what to do in order to get started the right way. I actually had a consultation yesterday with somebody who asked me several times, can you teach me how to learn QuickBooks? Is there a course I can take to learn bookkeeping? I feel like I don't know enough about QuickBooks. So if you want to schedule a consultation with me, I actually do mentorship for people who are trying to start their own bookkeeping business. There's a link in the description below. You can schedule a 30-minute one-on-one meeting with me. I would love to work with you. Okay, so my conversation yesterday was so good. I want to talk about it a little bit more. So I'm going to talk all about it in this video. And basically, I'm going to teach you my 4-step process to starting a bookkeeping business. And I'm going to put it into perspective so that you know how much time it's going to take. A lot of people try to tell you that starting a business is easy. You can start a bookkeeping business from home quickly right now with no experience, no equipment, which all of that stuff is true. But what's not true is that it's not easy and it's not fast. It's going to take a long time and it's going to take a lot of hard work. I know some people might not want to hear that, but if you go into this business, if you go into bookkeeping thinking it's going to be easy, you're going to be very disappointed. If you're thinking about starting a business, a bookkeeping business, or maybe you already started and you're trying to grow your business, I make videos like this every single day. So go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you don't miss out on any of the videos that I publish. Okay, so the main idea behind this whole video is don't try to solve problems that don't exist. Don't try to solve problems that don't exist. So in my consultation yesterday, I was doing a mentorship with one of these guys trying to start a bookkeeping business, and he had been studying QuickBooks and studying bookkeeping for like the last month. And he was stressed out because he was like, I feel like I don't really understand QuickBooks. And I asked him, do you have any clients? He said, no, not yet. I want to learn QuickBooks and bookkeeping first. And I was like, dude, like you don't even have a client, you don't even have a problem, and you're stressed out trying to solve how to do QuickBooks and bookkeeping for a client that you don't even have. Like you need to be focused on marketing and sales before you even worry about QuickBooks and bookkeeping. And let me just say, I'm not suggesting that you start a bookkeeping business with no experience, you don't know anything about QuickBooks, and you just try to find a client right away. You can do these things simultaneously. I'm about to show you a timeline. I'm going to write it up here on the board. I'm going to give you a timeline of how much time I think you should spend on each of the 4 steps that I recommend for starting a bookkeeping business. So the first step, and you have to do things in this order, but I'm going to show you, like I said, a timeline. The first step is you need to learn QuickBooks. Learn QuickBooks and obviously bookkeeping. That's step number 1. Step number 2, marketing and sales. So you need to think like a business owner because you are not just a bookkeeper, you are not just an accountant, you are a business owner. So you need to learn the service that you're going to provide, QuickBooks, and then you need to learn, understand, and master marketing and sales because you need to get clients. Doesn't matter how good you are at bookkeeping QuickBooks, if you don't have clients, it doesn't matter. You don't have a business. Step number 3, A+ customer service. Deliver A+ customer service. This is, so marketing and sales is the hardest thing to do. A+ customer service is the most important thing to do. So once you have started your business and you got your first client, now delivering high quality customer service is what is going to enable you to grow your bookkeeping business and keep and sustain the current clients that you have. It's so much easier to keep clients than it is to get new clients. And step number 4, I'm going to leave that a surprise. Keep watching, I'll tell you about step number 4. Okay, real quick, the reason I make all these videos is because I started my bookkeeping business 3 years ago and I have learned so much. I honestly have a pretty successful bookkeeping business and I love teaching and helping other people. So I make these videos just so that I can help you and teach you how to start and grow a bookkeeping business the exact same way that I did. So everything I talk about is exactly what I did. So I know it works because I did it. So for me, I started my bookkeeping business 3 years ago, and here is the timeline that I used to start my business. Okay, hopefully you can see this, but we have the start point here. This is you today, or maybe you a month ago, but this is where we're going to start, and then 6 months down the road. So 6 months. So what? It's March right now, so this is September 2023 if you're starting today. So it's a 4-step process, like I said. So we're going to break this up into chunks of months. So month 1. This is hopefully you right now, or maybe soon, or maybe you started a month ago, but this is where you're going to learn QuickBooks and bookkeeping. Learn QuickBooks and learn bookkeeping in the first month. Now, like I said, this is a 6-month process. So we're going to dedicate 1 month to learning QuickBooks and learning bookkeeping. If you're a quick learner, if you already have a bachelor's degree in accounting, if you're super smart, maybe spend 2 weeks. If you don't have any prior experience, if you don't know anything about QuickBooks, if you're a little bit slower with numbers, maybe give this 6 or 8 weeks. But generally speaking, 1 month, learn QuickBooks and bookkeeping. Now, month 2 and 3, this is your marketing and sales. So this is important to remember. You might still have a full-time job at this point. Not a lot of people have the luxury of quitting their full-time job and starting their bookkeeping business because, let's be honest, you still have bills to pay and you're not going to make any money in these first 3 months because you're still learning, you're still trying to get clients. So you need to be strategic with your time. So what I did, I had a job, a full-time job in these 3 months, and anytime I had a spare 10 minutes at work or on my lunch break or early in the morning or late at night after work or on the weekend, you need to find some extra time and you need to learn QuickBooks and you need to learn and implement marketing and sales for your business, but you're going to have to do it while you have a full-time job. So you need to be strategic with your time, but while you're doing marketing and sales, you still want to continue learning QuickBooks and bookkeeping. The big mistake I see people make is they spend 3 months learning QuickBooks and bookkeeping, and now all of a sudden they're 2 months behind on marketing and sales. So at this point, this made up bookkeeping business owner still does not have a client. So it doesn't matter how much they know about QuickBooks and bookkeeping. Like, you don't need to be a bookkeeping expert at month 1 or month 3 because you don't even have any clients yet. The idea is that you get a client somewhere in this 2 to 3 month of marketing, but don't spend 3 months of learning QuickBooks before you even start marketing and sales. You have to start marketing and sales early in the beginning because it's going to take you 1 to 2 months to get your first client. Okay, so now let's assume at the start of month 3, you've learned QuickBooks and bookkeeping, you've implemented your marketing and sales strategy. Now months 4 through 6 is customer service. But keep in mind, like I said with months 2 and 3, you're not stopping learning QuickBooks and bookkeeping. So you're doing marketing and sales and you're continuing to learn QuickBooks and bookkeeping. Same concept applies months 4, 5, and 6. You're not stopping marketing and sales. You're continuing to market, you're continuing to sell, you're continuing to learn about QuickBooks and bookkeeping, but all of that happens simultaneously while you're delivering the best possible customer service that you can to the clients that you got in months 2 and 3 and the clients that you continue to get in months 4, 5, and 6. Ideally, you want to try to get 2 new clients every single month. That way, months 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 months, now you have 10 clients. Each client's paying you between $200 and $300 a month. And now you have $2,000 of recurring monthly revenue. You're so close to being able to quit your full-time job. Okay, step number 4, and step number 4 needs to happen continuously through step 1, 2, and 3. So I know it's not sexy, it's boring, it's probably cliche, but you need to work really, really hard throughout this entire process. And I really think that's what sets apart a lot of people on the internet, a lot of people on Facebook, on YouTube, trying to sell you this dream of entrepreneurship, of owning a business, of starting a bookkeeping business. They try to tell you that you can work from home, you can quit your job, you can live the life you've always wanted, and all of that is true, but you cannot forget you need to work really, really hard. You need to work hard throughout the entire process.